Okay, I've today I've used this die that I've forgotten I had, a library pocket die. Had that for ages, got it in sale. So I've cut quite a few out of a paper bag. This is just like a paper bag. So I opened it out and then cut strips to fit my machine and the die, and I managed to get was it 5 out of it. Plus you get these as well. But what I'm going to do with those, I'm going to gesso them. Oh, and you get these as well. I don't tend to use those, but never know, might. So I'm going to gesso mine. Right, have I got any left in this one? I'm just going to brayer it over quickly. Okay. I haven't got much room here really. I'm just going to use this as a palette instead. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I might use the matte side. That's the main bit, and the shiny bit can go inside. I'll cover a lot of this anyway, so I do like the texture of the gesso. Don't mind it contaminating the other bits of paper. A bit of blue on here as well. It's alright. Okay, get that all dry and make them up, and then I go over a bit of tea, got the backs of those. Okay, and then dry those. Okay, so they're all dry, and I'm only going to make one up because they're all very similar. I've already made a load up, and I'll just show you what I've done really, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do until I'd done it. This one's got a bit of a seam down there, but it doesn't really matter. What am I using? Round Espresso and one of the Tim Holtz stamps. So I'll get the making. There we are. In case you can't understand me speaking, it's CMS 430. Okay. Okay, just take a screenshot if you're on the iPad or phone. Okay, I'm just gonna use that. Add some more colour if you wanted, but I'm okay. I'll turn that around, I think. Like that. And put it down there. Like that. I don't want any on there. Nope, that's fine. That's all I've done. Okay, and then you fold that up. Well, because it comes like this, I mean, it'd be very easy to, I mean, this is only a pocket, library pocket thing. There's actually templates out there, you know, so you can always download the templates, print them out, or print them out onto cards, or you could just print them out, cut them out, draw around them on a piece of card or acetate, and you have your template. But there is loads of templates like this out there. I mean, I can draw them, so. Right. And then you fold them in. I mean, you can put them inside like that if you wanted, but you don't need to. I mean, you can do them out of really nice paper as well. But I've just done them out of packaged papers, way of using that up. Okay, and I'm just going to do a bit of a design. This is just a strip I cut off the paper, the Tim Holtz paper, so I'll use that up. Okay, that's all I do. That's right, this was just, I made this the other day, didn't I? It was just it's hanging around my little pot. So that's that. Then the journaling cards that come with this, I just cut out of paper, but I've got some of these pieces of paper card here, and all I done was backed it with a bit of, haven't done anything else to it, literally just glued bit of the paper on. Okay, with the collage sheets, and I thought I would use one of these, which is from my new kit, and I think that's going with how the journal is looking. So I'm not sure whether these are going to fit in. Actually, I think they might be a bit wide. Never mind, it'll do for another one. Where did that green thing go? Out here, isn't it? Right. Let's have a look. So I'm going to pop that in there. On one of them, I made this a bit narrower, and I put a grommet in there. That looked quite nice too, which I'll show you them all in a minute. I've kept them all quite simple. I think about there, and maybe that, so it's just, yeah. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Not the right colour, but that was just there. Oh, that looks interesting. No, it's not the right colour. Let's see what else we got. Maybe some words, yeah? Yeah, I'm trying to do some sort of like quicker videos, you know, really. Keep saying that, and then the next one I'll do will be 2 hours long. No. Yeah, I've done a couple recently. I've tried 20 minutes, half an hour. It's just, it's for editing really, because if I, it's got to go in the middle, isn't it? It takes me quite a while to edit and everything, so I get more videos if they're smaller. And I thought you only really want to see one of the things I do, because I repeat a lot of things. Okay, right, I'm going to go and stitch around that now. Okay, it's stitched around, and all I done was just I inked around and then just took, you know, any of the real white off, but there wasn't much there. You put a tab on the side there if you want, or anything like that, or even a grommet. Looks quite nice. But I'm just going to leave it as that today. There's a couple of little things I want to do today, so there you go, and that's in there, and I'll get the other ones for you so you can look at. And that one I did tie something on there, okay, which I thought was quite nice, a bit. Yeah, that's that one, and that's the journaling card on there. Okay. These ones are just done very basic, with a bit of collage paper and some lines on the back of that one. Don't worry about the back, because half the time they're glued in. Another one there, and I thought that went with that quite nicely. There's a little bit of washi tape that misprinted, but it looks alright on there. And then that one there, that's out of the new kit as well. So, and this was just bits and pieces that was like, that's the Tim Holtz, isn't it? That's a bit of my paper there. And then these were just hanging around, so I grouped them together and then put a butterfly on. And I'd already done that, so when I come to do this, I just put that on there, and that looked great. Yeah, so that's the 5, I think. Okay, so you see what I mean about the grommet there. We just have to make this, the card that fits in there, just a little bit narrower. That's all. Which is nothing to do, is it? Cut a little bit more off. Okay, for those of you who haven't got that die, you can very easily make one of these up, all right? All you do is, this is the original size, which I actually going to make a slightly smaller one, because this size doesn't fit in the journal that I'm using. Okay, it's just too wide, because everything I'm doing is 4 inches. Okay, but what you would normally do, these two flaps are less than half an inch. I would say they're 3/8 of an inch each, but I always do my flaps at half an inch. It's just easy to add an inch. Do you know what I mean? Every time I do something, if I want something at 4 inches wide, I just go to 5. Okay, which I've done here. right? And then I know my 1/2 inch flaps will be my flaps, and that way is 7. So all you would do was I would add 1/2 inch. So I would go 4 3/8. Then I would do a cross. Sorry, I had to work that out. I would add an inch, so it would be 5 3/8. Okay, so let me write that down for you. If I'm 5 minutes, I would do it so that equals 5 3/8. All right, and then that way 7 inches. Okay, so you pretend that's what I'm doing on here. Just mine's a bit narrower, that's all. Okay, and you just make yourself a template. It's not hard. It's just like a normal pocket that you do. If I can find my little scoreboard, I don't need the big one. Okay, so what I would do there is just score down. So I would do my 1/2 inch. Flip mine over. Sorry, I should have had the big one, but that's all right. And then 1/2 inch the other long side. Oh, I've got to find the score line, haven't I? The other way. Okay, that is that one. And so that's the top. Score down. That's 3 1/4. So score at 3 1/4. Okay. Okay, 1/4. That's that. And that's all. Let's use my big ones. And so we keep those ones. So what I do here is I will miter up to there first. I don't know why I do that, but I do. Okay. And mine to that one. And I also miter the top a little bit. Okay. That's it. And then we cut them off. I was going to miter them then, wasn't I come inside the score line, so you've got no bump. Sometimes you have to, because you do it yourself, you have to trim after or something. So now you've got yourself a template. Okay, but you don't really, for this, you don't really need a template. So, and there we have our little pocket. Okay, that's a little library bar. I think it's a library card pocket, something like that. Okay, and then I would do whatever size you do your pocket. I would do the card just about 1/8 of an inch in. Yeah, it could be smaller if you like. By about 5 3/4, something like that. I would say. You know, you might like them bigger, you might like them smaller. And there's our template. You can either draw around or whatever, but I'm going to make one now out of some paper. So I'm going to go and get some brown paper, and I shall, if it's nice and flat, I can draw around a few at once. But if it's a bit sort of wrinkly, then it might be off on the other ones that are underneath. So, but I want to make one to fit in the journal I'm doing. So, but that's what you do. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching then, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.